What's going on, guys? Back with another video. So we got something here from Mario Zelaya, of course talking about Carney being an absolute failure, and he's not wrong. Then I got something from Pierre Poilievre as well as Andrew Scheer, who've been really blasting Carney a lot lately, considering, we just got more tariffs put on us and no deals getting done, and apparently Mr. Iron Elbows isn't going to do anything about it. So before we get into this, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help grow the channel, and I appreciate you guys so much for doing that for me. So Mario Zelaya says Carney has officially failed Canada. He is doing everything but keeping his campaign promises. There's no budget. Our tariffs have gone up. Economy is crashing. He's sending hundreds of millions overseas. Trump is ignoring him. The Liberals are distracting us with discounts on a bridge to cover up his failures. Alright, so this video is a few minutes long. This video is a few minutes long here, so let's have a look at this and we'll talk about it after like usual.
Mark Carney has failed Canada, and this is something that you cannot dispute. The things that are happening today are none of the things he told us he was going to do when he wanted us to elect him. He didn't tell us there was going to be no budget. Everyone would have laughed at a prime minister during a campaign run saying, "I'm not going to do a budget." He didn't tell Canadians that he was going to be eliminating public service jobs at the scale that he's doing. And they're looking to get rid of a lot of public service employees.
Yeah, and they're also not only lied about that, but not only are they the ones doing it, but Bruce Fanjoy made basically his whole campaign about the fact that it was going to be Pierre Poilievre who was going to do it. Just more confession by projection by the Liberal Party of Canada.
Employees. He promised us dollar for dollar tariffs. He ran on that. I'm going to stand up to Donald Trump and we are going to do dollar for dollar tariffs. He hasn't done that. It just came out yesterday that Donald Trump signed an executive order. Our tariffs are now higher today with Mark Carney than they were under Justin Trudeau. They're now at 35%. This is bad.
It's getting
worse.
It was
also reported that Mark Carney tried calling Donald Trump yesterday and he wouldn't take the call. He ignored him. None of these things were promised to Canadians. And I'm not sure if you guys remember this, but I specifically said I do not care to talk about the world's problems anymore, and I'm only going to focus on domestic issues. You know why? Because that's how screwed we are. Plain and simple, I don't talk about the world's problems. I talk about ours. But Mark Carney just gave away nearly $300 million in aid to Gaza when we are all losing our jobs, our economy is going to crap, prices of things will go up because of the 35% tariffs. He has not negotiated any sort of settlement. We still have reckless international spending that we cannot afford for conflicts that are not our own. On the campaign trail, he didn't say, "Hey, I'm going to recognize Palestine as a state." And again, I have no opinion on it. I'm not even going to comment on it because that's how screwed we are right now. Do you guys see what the Liberal Party is doing? All of this is a PR campaign to distract on the failures the Liberal Party is making. The one thing I will tell you all is I am a master strategist, especially when it comes to PR and marketing. And this is a marketing campaign they are running. What did Mark Carney do when they were having issues with Donald Trump and the tariffs? They said, "Hey guys, we're going to lower the toll on a bridge." On a bridge. He made a massive, and I mean a massive public statement. He had TVs, he had his podium set up. He was talking about how this is so great for Canadians. 99.5% of the population in Canada has either A, never heard of that bridge, or B, will never use that bridge in their lifetime. But that's what he focused on. And then now you have this other proclamation and these hundreds of millions of dollars going overseas. It is to distract you from his failures. He's failing miserably. All of these are facts. He failed.
I mean, is he wrong? Not at all. Let's lower the tolls on a bridge most people by far will not use. Only a small percentage of people will use it. But this is what they do. They take a lot and they give you an inch back. They'll have their meal and give you the crumbs. Because that's what they're trying to accomplish. A managed destruction of this country. And they make these big proclamations like this. "Oh, look how we're helping Canadians and we're going to make things cheaper." It's like, You helped 0.5% of Canadians. Like, give me a break. That's not a brag. That should be something that you just quietly mention, but they make a whole big thing about it because they want people to be distracted. Oh, this guy must be doing good. I wonder what else he's going to save us money on. Like, give me a break. Now we move on here to Pierre Poilievre. One of Canada's only major pipeline companies says they're moving more money, jobs, and construction to the United States because the Carney Liberals are making it impossible to build here. Another elbows down concession by Carney to the U.S. Axe the industrial carbon tax, repeal the no pipelines law, legalize oil shipments off the northern BC coast, make Canada strong, sovereign, and self-reliant. So this company here, this is from the Financial Post, called Enbridge, sees strong demand in U.S., hurdles in Canada, and they're leaving. Just like we all knew they would, unless we got a good deal done, unless some of these laws changed, and they're not going to. Why? Because they don't want the jobs. They don't want the oil. Mark Carney has already said many times that most of the oil reserves should be left in the ground. But then he lied on his campaign because he wanted the votes, and it worked. 4 elections in a row, the Liberals have lied, and Canadians keep believing it. Well, except for about 8 million of us. But it's unbelievable. I mean, like, how do we win? If Canadians are going to be this gullible, I don't get it. Like, swing voters. I mean, Liberals are going to be Liberals. There's nothing you can do with that. That's a cult at this point. But swing voters. Like, what were you thinking? They actually deserve the most crap. Swing voters and non-voters. What were you guys thinking? You are the ones who let this happen. Abandoning your MPs who you had donated to, volunteered with, door knocked with. Like Michelle Ferrari, that happened in Peterborough, where her riding is. And they abandoned her. Why? Not because she's a weak leader. They even admitted, hey, we love you. We just think Mark Carney's the best guy. Like, you're so easily duped if that's what you thought. Just embarrassing at this point. And lastly, as Mario Zelaya kind of got into a little bit here, about the tariffs, I'm going to show you a chart here that Andrew Scheer and I believe Michelle Rempel-Gardner also posted. I'm old enough to remember when Carney promised Canadians he would deal with tariffs. Yeah, well, it wasn't that long ago. So U.S. tariffs on Canada before Carney, softwood lumber 14.4%. After 5 months of Carney, it's gone up to 27.3%. That's almost double. Energy stayed the same at 10%. Critical minerals stayed the same at 10%. Potash stayed the same at 10%. Steel and aluminum was 25%. Now it's 50%. Add on top of that cars and trucks, 25%. Copper, 50%. Other non-CUSMA goods, 25% before Carney, 35% after him. It's almost like he's even worse than Justin Trudeau. But who could have thought that? I mean, after all, the guy's got iron elbows, right? And he's going to knock some sense into Trump and get a good deal for Canada. He doesn't want a deal. He wants the destruction of this country. It's being managed. And he knows that this is helping him politically right now. Why would he want to get a deal? He doesn't care. The United States economy is going to go through the roof. And we're going to crash. And 91% of Mark Carney's investments, guess where they are? The United States. You think he wants to play tough when he's making money hand over fist? Swing voters, non-voters, give your head a shake. This is your fault. Liberals will be liberals, conservatives will be conservatives. But the people who've actually thought that the Liberal Party had a Trudeau problem were so wrong. And we were telling you this. It's just so frustrating how, you know, the people on the news say something, there's so many people who just, they go, oh, must be true. It's like, really, after all they said during the pandemic, all their conspiracies, all their demonizing, you believe them still? What's it going to take? And honestly, like, if you're a swing voter and you voted conservative and you're seeing this and you voted liberal, let me know in the like, what was it? Like, did you just believe it? Did Mark Carney seem like a nice old man? Like, I don't understand. But I guess it is what it is, and now we got to deal with the consequences. Unfortunately, even the 8 million of us who voted conservative also have to deal with this crap. It's not fair, but that's life. And now we got to find a way to make sure that we get Pierre Poilievre in as prime minister at one point. And the swing voters and the non-voters need to wake up. You have to show up next time. In droves. Not to mention the fact that we need an election within the next couple of years. We don't have much time. This is not fear-mongering. Just look at the middle class. Look at the state of it. Rent is continuing to go up. Tariffs are going up, which is a tax. Liberals are pretending it's a bad thing. The liberals love taxes. What are you talking about? And it's making them popular. The last thing Carney wants right now is for this to go away, which means he does not want a deal. And now Trump's not even taking his calls. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Do not be shy. I enjoy engaging with you guys so much. And again, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help grow the channel. That's going to be it for this one, guys, and I'll be back shortly with a new one.